In this video, I'll demonstrate to you how to perform full VM restore using Vinchin backup and recovery. Let's first go to VM backup restore page. Here you will see a 4-step wizard for VM restore configurations. Step 1. Restore point. In the restore point selection field, by unfolding the backup job, you will see the VMs included in this backup job. And by unfolding a VM, you will see its restore point list. As per the backup strategy you configured, you may see different restore point list here, but the first restore point in the list must be a full restore point. You can now select the desired restore point to restore according to its timestamp. Let's first select the full restore point to test, and then test with incremental restore point later on. If you want to restore multiple VMs with one restore job, please select the restore point for the other VMs which you wish to restore. Once done, click on Next button to proceed to Step 2, Restore Destination Selection. Let's first select the target host to restore the VMs. Once the host is selected, it will take a few seconds to verify the host resources. After this, you can optionally modify the VM configurations if needed. The VM name and power state, storage, and network will be auto-configured. You can customize the settings for each VM. Or you can use unified configurations for a group of VMs as it takes time to configure a group of VMs one by one. In the unified configurations, you can select the storage for the VMs to restore to, select the virtual network for the VMs to connect to, and configure the power state of the VMs after restoration. Once done, click on Next to proceed to Step 3, Restore Strategy. Here I will use the Restore Now option instead of Restore as scheduled, as I only wish this VM to be restored for once, not regularly restored. And for the transmission strategy, it will use LAN by default. You can choose to encrypt the data flow by selecting LAN encryption, or if you have a SAN and had configured LAN-free path, you could choose LAN-free restore. And for hot add, if your Vinchin backup server is installed on VMware as a VM, you can choose hot add. For the proxy option, if your Vinchin backup server is installed on a physical machine and you have a backup proxy running on VMware virtual platform, you can enable this option. When done with the above settings, click on Next to proceed to Step 4. Here on the Review and Confirm screen, you can review the job settings. If modifications required, click on Back. Otherwise, click on Submit to complete the job creation. Once the job is created, you will be redirected to the job list page, and the restore job will start to run immediately. Let's click on the job name to check the job progress. As per the job logs we can see, it will first create a new VM and then transfer the backup data back to the production storage. In the job flowchart, we can see the real-time transmission speed, and in the job progress bar, we can see the real-time job progress. Okay, the job is completed. It only took less than a minute. Let's check from the ESXi server from the restored VM. As we can see, the VM has been completely restored and is now up running. Now I'll power off and delete this VM and create another job with an incremental restore point to restore the same VM. Here I will select the incremental restore point. As we can see, to restore this VM, a total of 7 restore points are required. We will see how long it will take. The job is completed, and as we can see, it also took less than a minute. In conclusion, the time it takes for VM restore on Vinchin backup and recovery is irrelevant with the restore point type. No matter restoring a VM from a single full restore point or from a backup chain, the time it takes is almost the same. This is because of the virtual full backup technology of Vinchin backup and recovery. The non-full restore points can be virtually mapped as full restore points in the backup repository. When restoring VMs from those non-full restore points, only the required data blocks will be directly transferred to the production storage for VM restore. No other extra works need to be done. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.